Shall we explain what's going on?
Do you explain why we're starting another vlog in the car?
Travel day, dry run, part 2. At this point, I genuinely believe that we are the only human beings on YouTube who have done 2, not 1, 2 dry runs of their travel day for a Florida trip, or for any trip.
Only us, literally only us. I can't believe we're doing this again, but we're so excited. So last time we stayed at the Radisson Blue Hotel.
The Radisson, is it Victorian? It's got
Edwardian.
like a Edwardian, that's right. Which was kind of our mistake because
It's got Edwardian in the name.
Literally, and we're both very modern people, and the hotel was fine, like absolutely fine.
It was really nice.
If you need somewhere to stay the night before you fly, location wise, there's a McDonald's literally over the fence right next to it.
Banging.
Like, watch that video if you're thinking about staying there. It will give you a good idea of what that hotel is like. It's really nice, but it also has the word Edwardian in the title, and we are 2 people who like everything to be extremely modern.
Extremely modern. We don't like anything old looking, vintage.
Like,
can get in the
no,
bin.
like
I hate it.
tables or
them chairs with the curly little handles on it.
What was he? A little Chinese hunter stringing up his meat on the wall.
No, that was creepy.
It's not much of a tone setter.
It was watch that video because it was a great hotel, really close by to Heathrow Airport. It was fine. Like the bed, I had the best night's sleep of my life in that bed.
The bed was
unreal.
Very, very good. Very, very good.
But this time we're staying in the Radisson Red Hotel, and I'm so excited.
Just as a dry run, just to sort of see what it's like. Basically, we're now just hotel agents, just sort of giving you an insight.
We literally are.
Which hotel you might want to stay at Heathrow. So
we're just testing them all out, and then
yeah,
obviously if you're going to be taking a flight from Heathrow, just take a look at our videos and see which hotel you prefer.
Yeah,
you know?
and like make sure you're checking. We booked it on Booking.com, but make sure you're checking places like Booking.com. I mean, I am a freak with this stuff. Like,
you are. You love this
I am
stuff.
on Alamo, Booking.com, Google Flights, whatever it is, every single day, making sure that we get the absolute best deal. And we obviously stayed at the other one last month, and it was really nice for both of us because we both worked really hard and we needed a break.
It was so relaxing, honestly.
Just to have a weekend out of the town that you live in, I think is really good for you mentally.
So important.
So we had a break, and then when we got back, we were just like, obviously I was on Booking.com, and we're looking for a couple of little things that we need for our trip for this year. No spoilers, but this one that we're staying in today came up for, what was it, £78?
Which is an absolute bargain.
I mean, yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
Exactly.
Absolute
so it's a miserable day. It's
honestly, let's
cloudy.
do a little turnaround. This is what we're currently dealing with.
Look at it.
Look at the rain on the flipping window screen. It is tragic. And what's the date today? The 5th of July? 6th
Middle
of July?
July in England.
And it's been like this for days.
People say like, well, why do you go to Florida all the time? So, well, just so I can see the sun.
Just so I can see the sun and a bit of blue sky.
I forgot what blue sky looks like. So
we're very excited. We're on the way to Tesco, big Tesco, right now to get all the snacks. Yeah. I want to get myself a meal deal. Also, it's the England game tonight. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got a bit excited then.
Yeah. And we're going to wrap it all in with a Q&A.
Yes.
So you've been doing some questions.
Some questions on my Instagram page.
Yeah.
I've got loads of questions that you guys have asked us. Yeah. So we're going to answer all of those, all to do with our 3-week trip later on this year.
Yeah. And can I just say how lovely, particularly for you, but how lovely it is to have this little community of people that have started to really warm to like watching your content on TikTok and Instagram, and obviously when they watch the YouTube videos they get me as a bonus. But how nice, because
it gets me really actually gets me really emotional.
You've been taught stop it.
No, it does. I don't know whether I'm just emotional because I'm going to Florida, but no, it gets me really emotional.
We're not going now, remember that.
No,
we're not going now. This is a dry run. I need you to remember that. We're not going right now. And we do have to make sure we leave the passports at home, because otherwise we'd be looking for a last minute deal.
We'd be hopping on a flight.
Yeah, exactly. But
no, it is so lovely.
Yeah, I mean, last year we didn't have that. We were vlogging our trip, but we didn't have really anyone to share it with.
No.
But this year it's just going to feel like, you know, we've got people who are kind of tuned in
and excited for us, which is just so cool.
And sort of following what we're doing and people we can share it with. And I think it's really lovely for you, because like the last couple of years you've sort of been like, you know, I love what I do, and you've sort of been like,
I haven't found my thing,
finding your thing, your purpose a little bit. And I truly believe that this is almost like your calling.
Yeah,
and
literally.
You are learning and growing as like a video creator and an editor, and your videos get better every time. And the magician behind all the editing and everything that you see in like the polished version of these, like I know that I'm the star, but like
will you stop Stop.
But like Hannah's the editor, like in the background, doing all that, making all the magic happen, and like she gets so excited to show me and be like, look, this bit where we were talking about like the Polynesian stuff, I've inserted these clips and all this stuff, and like she's every single video gets better, and that's kind of what I do as well. But like you love it and you enjoy it, and everyone you're communicating with shares that passion with you.
That's the
and
coolest
I think
thing.
that is freaking awesome. So this year we're going to vlog our trip and have a little community of people to share it with, which is great.
So exciting. So on the way to Big Tesco, we're going to grab loads of snacks, loads of food. Nothing's changed over here. And
travel day, dry run.
Da, 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 da. So we've just made a miraculous discovery, and that is that we can get a Wendy's tonight in the hotel.
I can get a Baconator today.
Yes,
for real.
you can.
So it will kind of feel like a travel day.
It honestly will, because we're going to get Wendy's.
Minus the whole getting on a plane and flying across the world part, we'll still go to a hotel at the airport and then I can get a Baconator. So it'll be like we sort of landed
Look at that.
and then went to Wendy's on the way to the house, which is something we would do anyway.
This is going to give us all the American vibes today, isn't it?
It really is. And what did we do last time? Papa John's?
We did Papa John's last time, so we could get delivery to the hotel, which is a right touch.
Yeah.
And this is such good practice as well for, obviously, the night before we fly, because we're going to be able to find out, like, you know, what food we can get, what we can get delivered, how the TV works, because you take your PlayStation, don't you?
Yeah, always. Well, we're both gamers.
So, we love the games.
We both game. So I always take the console with us because obviously we're both go all the time.
Yeah.
So like going to Disney can be really go in itself. We take the console, it's always like jammed in my backpack when we go on the plane. So I have no room for any other hand luggage. But like obviously we go for, it's always kind of a 50-50. We go for some chill time, which means we take the PlayStation, we game a little bit, we sit in the house, we chill. I like getting up in the morning, getting a cold drink, playing some games before we go and do like Disney parks and go out for dinner and all those things. So it's a nice mix for us. But yeah, we always take the console, so it'd be nice to know that we can plug it in the hotel, because some hotels are funny about that.
Yeah, sometimes you can't do that. So yeah, very excited about that we're going to get Wendy's tonight. I can't believe that. And we've got loads of snacks. Let's go through the snack run. So snack number one, I've gone for the sweet chilli and sour cream kettle chips. They're the best things in the whole entire world.
Absolutely flames.
Then you've got these.
Yeah, barbecue sauce. I don't know that they're new. I think maybe they've just brought them back.
I thought it said light and curry then, but it's light and curly, right? And then you've got these are banging. The Pringles.
Yeah, sensational. The
Mexican chili and lime.
The new hot region.
They're 10 out of 10.
Yeah, sensational.
Then we've got some buttons, can't go wrong. And then we got the meal deal, but I'm very excited to try this. This is new. This is a new monster. If you're new to the channel, literally every single day in Florida, you're getting a Red Bull, I'm going to get a Monster. It smells like poo around here.
It is a little pooey.
I just had a whiff and thought, have you either done a mammoth fart, or does it just smell like crap?
No, we're in country.
We're in
territory right
Basildon
now, so there's a bit of a scent going on.
A bit of a stench going on. Okay, so we're going to go for this. This is the new Monster that is out. You've tried this. I'm yet to try this.
I think it's delicious. I'm not a fan of big. What's the word? I'm not a fan of really like artificial fruity flavours. So I was thinking that would be really artificial, but it's not. It's very, very nice.
Right, I'm just going to try and open this with basically one hand right now.
And also, while she's doing that, I've got these new sunglasses. Now, it's not sunny today, but I've put them on because I want, for the purpose of this, I've put them on. If you watched our last year's vlog, I smashed my sunglasses. So I had to get a new pair. Now, we had a real back and forth with getting the sunglasses sorted. We got there in the end, but basically, I'm half blind anyway, so I need prescription sunglasses. I don't know that I like it. You can see my eyes through the sunglasses. I don't know that I love that. I'm not getting on well with it. So I just need to know, like, is that normal or is it a bit weird? Because they kind of look like I'm almost wearing those like blue tint like you do when you're working on screens. Just don't know that I love it.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm going to be real.
Don't know that I love it. So I might have to revisit. I might have to revisit that situation.
So what are you going to do then?
Maybe have to get another pair.
What, you're going to have to buy a whole other pair of sunglasses?
I might have to.
Oh no.
Because like we're going to be vlogging a lot, and like I don't know that I like it. I don't know that I love it.
Anyway, thanks for telling us all about your sunglasses and your prescription story.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to switch back to, because it's obviously raining, so I'm going to switch back to just wearing regular glasses.
Still going about the glasses.
Alright, I guess I'll just stop talking. Go on, back to you.
Also, there's a McDonald's there and I really want.
Look at the KFC!
What is wrong with everybody today? And they're sort of pigging out because of the game. Right, come on, let's just get to it. This is the Monster, strawberry, new Monster. Very excited, let's go, taste test. Oh my god.
I know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
I do be knowing what I'm talking about.
What does that taste like?
But do you see what I mean? It's very soft flavour. It's not too.
No, I'm going to say this is my favourite monster ever.
This is the best. It's the best monster I've ever had in my life. I would give that monster like a solid.
You're not just going to get away with that.
A solid 8.8 out of 10.
No, I'm giving 10 out of 10.
It's
10 out of 10.
No, it's a good 8.8.
No, hang on a minute. I've just smoothed over the fact that you're from decimal point ratings again.
No, well, you have to. It's very
10
nice.
out of 10. It's very, very good. If you're thinking about getting it, get it because it's actually gorgeous.
Yeah. It's almost like we're going somewhere.
Literally said this last time.
Yeah, it's almost like we're travelling somewhere. It says that the hotel is literally on the roundabout.
All right, okay.
It's not.
Hopefully
Thankfully
it's not.
we know where it is, otherwise that would be incredibly confusing.
It literally says we've gone past it now.
Yeah, it's not, it's just up here. Right, so if you're staying at the Radisson Red...
It's not on the
ignore
roundabout.
That, go around the roundabout to the left. I think you can get to it here. Not 100% on that. Right,
Bus, taxi, drop off, parking right
so that's
in here.
how you get to it.
Okay. Here it is.
What's this?
What does that say?
30 quid up to 24 hours. So,
Okay.
not sure if you get a discount if you're staying at the hotel. We will find out.
How much
But
was the other one's
worth
car park? I can't
noting
remember.
that the other one was 15, I think.
Was it?
I think so, yeah. This one's definitely more expensive.
Car parking is looking a little bit limited.
It's a bit ropey on the old car park.
I would not be parking in here.
There's literally nowhere.
You can't put, no, there's a car in there.
No, I know, yeah, I just need to turn around.
Right, we're going to try and find a car parking space and then resume this. This is a bit of a stressful. Although, there is a palm tree over there that's giving me exotic vibes.
I like that.
I'm liking that.
I do like that. Guests must enter their full correct vehicle registration to obtain a permit for the duration of their stay.
So what does that mean? What, we got free parking?
I seem to remember maybe we get free parking.
Really? That'll be good.
But if you don't get free parking, it's £30.
£30 for 24 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, hotel guests must enter their full correct vehicle registration into the terminal at reception on arrival to obtain a permit for the duration of their stay. So I take that as we get free parking.
So do I.
Okay. Car parking was very limited. I mean, there's people on double yellows.
Car parking was limited, and the last time we came last month, we drove up here on a Sunday.
And this is a Saturday.
This is a Saturday, and I think we certainly felt that with the drive.
It does look very much more modern from the front. Are we going to see the car? That is the question. Yeah, the famous Mini. Where's that at? It's very nice. Little bit of outdoor seating area. Looks good. It's lovely. Got a little bit of a thingy with his corgi on the wall.
Little jar of sweets on the counter is always the sign of a nice hotel. Would you like a mint with your stay, sir?
It does. Do you know what? It's giving me very modern
It's
vibe.
very nice. Love the light fixings.
Yeah.
Those were rascals.
Got a little bar through there. This is so nice. Look at the lights.
This is a lot more us.
Oh,
It's a lot more up our street, I think.
I'm loving it. Bit chaotic at the entrance. Do you know what I think? Another person's flight's been. Another
Well, it
flight
looked like there
been
was a whole
cancelled.
plane of people at the entrance, which is just, you know, when you're staying at an airport, I suppose it's to be expected.
True.
That's on us. After you, mademoiselle.
Thank you.
It's got a nice little smell to it.
It smells glorious. It's smelling good in here.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice
loving this.
clean hotel smell. No, I'm not. I'm opening the door to you,
yeah,
no?
open the door,
Right,
yeah.
come on, you moron.
Welcome to the room tour. The room is amazing.
Yeah.
Where should we start? First of all, got some free sweets. Nice free sweets there.
Yep.
Love a bargain. First thing I noticed, an espresso machine. Can't believe it. Can you believe it?
No, sorry, I
No.
can't believe it.
And also, there's 4 pods that you can get for free.
Look at me in the mirror in there.
That you can get for free. Can't believe it. Cadbury's chocolate, teas, coffees, water complimentary. Only thing is, the fridge, it doesn't work. It's not cold. But that's fine. We can straight past. Haven't opened this yet.
I put my stuff in there to hide it for the video. That's all right.
Safe, nice. Oh, some shoe shine.
Amazing.
And shiny shoes.
Yeah, or your slippers.
Oh yeah, I've got my lip gloss on.
Yeah, in that regard.
Yeah.
No worries.
Love that.
Yep.
Ironing board in case you've got some creases that you want to iron out. Some hangers. The only thing is
Thank you. Yep.
Haven't got any extra pillows.
Ah, okay.
That's normally one thing that people like to know about.
That is true. Yeah,
People like lots of extra pillows and an extra duvet, but they ain't got that.
True.
Welcome to. I tend to see that already.
Oh, right.
Welcome to the bathroom. This is the bathroom.
It's the most chaotic room tour of all time.
Yeah. Here's a toilet.
You don't need to open the lid on the toilet. What do you mean?
Just make sure it's nice and clean.
To make sure there's no steamers in there.
Nice little English sign there and a nice little.
That's an umbrella.
Oh, we've got some
Or
more
or is that a
necessities.
spinning top? Might be a spinning top.
A vanity kit.
Oh, yep. We're gonna open that.
Oh.
Oh.
Some nail file cotton, whatever.
Yep.
And then over here we've got the sink. Now we like the sink like this because it's like a bowl and it's like a nice, great big basin.
Yeah, I do like that one.
Like this,
That's
and
it.
nice
Yeah.
foamy water.
That's how the faucet works. Thank you for showing us
nice
the faucet there.
bubbles.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like when water is. I don't know how to explain it, but when water comes out like that.
You know, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Smooth Moves body lotion. Oh.
Oh, we're gonna try it. Yep.
I love all of this. Talk to the hand.
It's all it's all
this
the
could have
same
nuts in it,
brand.
actually. I just thought about that.
Oh, well, hopefully not.
No nuts. Perfect.
Oh, good. So
Okay.
no hospital trip today.
No
That's
hospital trip,
excellent.
everything's fine.
Yeah. All right.
Over here, look at this. The pistas de faisance. We've got the shower. This is the shower. Rubbing in the lotion. And also, I love the.
Don't turn it
I
on.
love the fact that you've got body wash, conditioner, and shampoo as well. Great big ones. So, you know, if you've forgotten shampoo or conditioner, no fear because it's all in here. And then you've got a nice, great big over the waterfall. Is that called a waterfall shower head?
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah.
And then a hand one if you've got one to do that.
Oh.
Over there.
But
And
yeah,
towels, and also some more towels under here as well. Hand towels and more towels.
fantastic. What's in there?
I don't know.
Hair dryer usually.
Oh, hair dryer.
Yeah.
Good to know as well for the ladies.
Yeah.
Maybe the men as well if you've got lots more hair than Alex. And then walking around here,
Shots
welcome
fired.
to the main event. The Pistos à la Resistance #2.
Do you know what that actually means?
Yeah, it's like a French thing.
For what?
Like when something's really good. Like when they say it in food, like Jamie Oliver says it.
So what we should probably acknowledge is that you have a lot of Hannerisms, as I call them. It's like mannerisms, but Hannerisms. And obviously in our relationship, you say the pistos resistance.
Pistos à la
You
resistance.
say it every time you dish up dinner. But like the people watching our vlogs might not have any idea what you're saying. And also we don't really know what you're saying, but it's just something that we say in our relationship, as there are many other things. So that's
Anyway,
Anywho's.
welcome to the rug, a nice rug. This room is all modern, all nice, all lighting, loving it.
yeah.
Friends are already on the bed. I'm just going to do a bit of a jump. Wish you've got a nice back
Okay.
angle on this.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
going to have to do a launch.
oh yeah, don't do too much of a launch though, because
I'm
what
gonna
what
go-
if it's rock hard?
Over.
Yeah, but what if it's rock hard? Maybe for your spine? Again, would just love to not go to hospital today. That'd be great.
2, 1, up we go. Ah! 10 out of 10.
10, of course it is.
10 out of 10.
Of course it is.
It's actually really nice this bed and massive as well. And can we just talk about the fact that this was, how much money was this? I
Well,
know we got a good deal, but this is such a good price.
yeah, but you can still get it. Most days, you could still get this for anything from, I'd say, average, like £100 to £120.
This
And
room is gorgeous.
the
I just
parking
can't
is-
believe this room,
the parking is complimentary if you're staying here. So,
which is amazing.
and I just said to Han, we might try and get some footage of it for you, but if you walk down to the end of the hallway, or if you have a room that's on that side of the hotel, you can literally see the planes taking off. And some people love that, don't they? Some
love
people
that.
like,
That's
especially
so cool.
if you're flying in the morning, like it's nice to watch the
Yeah.
planes take off. So you can see that from this hotel. It's a lot closer to. I mean, I can see a plane landing out the window right there, right now. Look,
Yeah, I saw
hold
the
on,
one.
hold on, hold on, hold
Come
on.
on.
See above that hotel up there, just up there, there's a plane coming in. You can see it. You don't need me to point it out. You can see it. There's a plane in the sky where planes are. All right? Anyway, but it's a lot closer to
So cool.
the runway and the airport itself.
Compared to the Radisson Blue.
Yes, because when you come in, where you get to Heathrow and there's like that plane and the roundabout,
Yeah.
you literally turn off that roundabout and this hotel is right
We're
there.
there.
So I'd imagine it's really easy access to the terminals, and
So good.
it's also a lot closer. So whereas the Radisson Blu is a little bit further down this road. Okay, can we?
Doing a bit of I don't like putting my bare feet on the floor really.
Why?
Because it might be a bit skank.
Okay,
Anyway,
but overall, room is delicious.
beds
I'm
up
really
there,
feeling it.
This is modern. It's so big.
Really
Like,
feeling
you know,
it,
like
yeah.
When you go in hotel rooms and you're like, you feel like really trapped. You feel like a bit like closed in. You've got like the bathroom. It feels a little bit trapped.
Yeah, loads of
This
space.
is not like that. You literally could just do.
And I don't know how to explain it, but this one gives me way better, like, I'm going on holiday vibes.
Yeah, this. I don't know what it is, but this is.
It's just a lot nicer.
It's so luxurious. It just feels so good.
Yeah, it's really nice. I want to sit in that chair, actually. What's the chair like?
Let's do us. Anyway, that's the room. That's the main rendition of the room tour over. Great big TV as well. Right, mine the friends. Oh, you're not jumping. Are you sitting in the chair? What are you rating the chair?
That's nice.
You look like you've got a lot of money sitting in that chair.
I could sit here,
Do a bit of tinkering.
do some tinkering. Yeah, another Hannahism, which just tinkering means work. So when I say like, oh Hannah, I'm just going to do a little bit of work, she calls it tinkering.
I just love this so much. I honestly love this room. This mirror is so big. Look how big this mirror is.
It's just, yeah, I'm getting very bright, clean, modern.
Honestly,
nice.
if you're thinking of a hotel to stay at so far, honestly, this beats the Radisson Blu.
I mean, for the price, like we've looked at some others that are like, and obviously this is the middle of July as well, so it's like coming up summer holidays, whatever. We literally paid £79 for a Saturday as well.
I know.
Like for a Saturday night. Like that is, I feel really good about this. I really like this.
I'm loving this.
I would gladly stay here the night before I go away.
100%.
And I think I would be buzzing about it as well, because you can go out there, watch a couple planes take off, get your vibe going,
Get
and
the
then,
ambience going.
Yeah, so I feel really good about it. But yeah,
We're going to jump into the Q&A, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Let's
we
take
just,
a seat.
Let's talk about some questions.
I need a
you know?
beveragino and then we can get crack-a-lacking.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got enough space here and I need a drink.
Oh Lord, what kind? Oh, I thought you were going to make like a coffee or something. Like,
Also,
no,
can I just say, it's T minus 1 hour and 25
Right.
minutes till the football. Let's get cracking.
if this Q&A is an hour and 25 minutes long, you're going to bore everyone watching it. We've got more than enough time.
I
There
was
is
getting
so much
stressed
time.
about football.
You're going to be fine.
Okay.
It's not coming home anyway. Right.
Okay, so we're going to get cracking with the Q&A.
So I don't know.
You don't know any of these questions, and I've
No.
only literally just flicked through like earlier on today.
So I'm going to be on the spot here, aren't I?
Okay, let's start off with this one because this one's a really good one. Favourite ride from each Disney park? So
Ooh.
we've got to choose one ride from each park.
Do you have answers for these? Well, why don't we go by a park?
I think we just need to just think about it.
Animal Kingdom, Flight of Passage.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, there's others like Kilimanjaro Safaris is always a nice tradition.
Yeah.
The Lion King show doesn't count. But
I
it would,
feel like if there's one ride that we just
it would
had
always
to do,
be.
always
Flight
be
of
Flight of Passage. That ride is just one of our absolute faves.
But if you've seen our previous videos, you'd know that that's our favourite across all of the parks. So let's get that
Yeah,
one.
it is.
Let's get that one out of the way.
Hollywood Studios. This is a hard one.
Because we haven't been on Slinky Dog Dash.
This is a hard one. I feel like there's a few that we haven't done from Hollywood Studios. You hate Tower of Terror. I've never done Tower of Terror, and I really, really, really want to do it, but you will not go on with me.
I don't like rides. I can do roller coasters. Didn't used to be able to.
Yeah, you
I
did.
can.
Did you not?
No, I used to. I was too much of a child. Anyway, as an adult, I've been back with friends, and I went to Busch Gardens with friends, and I think it's Sheikra, which is the one where you go up and then it's a roller coaster, goes round, and then it will hang you over the end. So you're sort of like,
oh my god, I wouldn't like that.
you're sort of like just
I
in the
would
harness,
not
just
like
like
that.
looking at the ground. And as a kid, I was like, I'm never doing that. When I used to go with my family, and then when I went with friends, you know what it's like. They're kind of like, you'll be fine, like just sort of like. So I went on it, and I did overcome my kind of not fear, but just like angst of like roller coasters. But I don't like the ones that make it feel like your stomach drops, because it's that drop.
Yeah, it makes you feel sick.
Motion, and then you combine that with it being in the dark and the suspense.
And you hate horror films as well.
Yeah, it's just not for me. I've done it once because, again, one of my friends was like, "Oh, please! I used to do it with my granddad, and then he passed away, and it's my only memory of him." And like, so I was like, "Well, I can't say no now."
So you had to do it.
So I literally went on it with him, but I would gladly not do it again. I mean, there's one at Universal that does the opposite, where it's like instead of a drop, you start at the bottom and it fires you up to the top. That I'm fine with because it's going upwards.
Really?
For some reason, I just don't
That
like
would
the ones
freak
that
me
go
out
down.
more.
Anyway, not Tower of Terror. Mine would be Toy Story Mania because I love the. But last time we did that, we almost had an argument because I am super competitive.
I will never,
and she
ever,
was
ever
not
hear
in the
any
mood.
of this.
She was
I
just
just
not in
can't.
the mood for it because I was like.
But you're literally the most competitive person I've ever met in my whole entire life. Whereas I'm like, fine if somebody else wins.
But what's the
I'm
point
so
in
sure about it.
What's the point in playing if you're not gonna win? What's the point?
Stop.
And
No, I'm just good about it.
I mean, if we very quickly learned in our relationship that we shouldn't play like board games and things because, like, if we play like Monopoly, I'm like, yes, I got Park Lane, and Han's like, great, well done. I'm like, well, that's not fun, is it? What's the point?
Because you want to rub it in that you've won.
Yeah, I mean, there aren't all that many rides at Hollywood Studios anyway.
My favourite, I think, is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And I wouldn't say like that's one of my all-time favourite rides at Disney World. Like, there's obviously ones that I prefer more, but Hollywood Studios, I say that's got to be my favourite.
I think you
Because
sort of have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a good vibe, just a happy vibe, isn't it?
Yeah, I do like it. I think if I had the choice as a competitive young male, youngish, I would choose Toy Story Mania.
Okay, next park, what have we got? We've done Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios.
Epcot, Rems.
Really?
Remy's.
You're not going to say that over Soarin'?
Ooh.
This is tough because we've got Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, which we both absolutely love, and then we've got Soarin', which we've got a real attachment to. We've got an attachment to both of the rides, but I feel like that's tough.
I would say Soarin'. No, yeah, I would say Soarin'. Soarin', I love them both. If you said
so hard.
If you said when we go on our trip you have to choose one of the two, I'd find that really hard. But we haven't done Guardians, so we've got to do that, and we also haven't done like Frozen because I'm not huge on Frozen, so we just never, because obviously like you will know you only have a limited amount of time. Frozen is always like an hour and a half, 2 hour wait, so we would just rather do Soarin' or Remy's or something. All right, Magic Kingdom. Okay,
Magic Kingdom was going to be Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
But Splash Mountain is no more.
It would have been Splash Mountain in a landslide victory as well.
100%.
Like
over
easily
anything.
Splash Mountain.
But now that's no more, and it's come back as Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which we're yet to try.
But it's the same. I'm really struggling with that because it's the same ride.
Yeah.
It just isn't the same ride.
No. But we might absolutely love it. Like, I know it's going to be hard because it's going to be different. Different songs, whole different theme. But I also love Princess and the Frog, so I feel like I'm going to absolutely love it.
Yeah, you might do.
But what other ride? We didn't really rave Big Thunder Mountain, did we?
No, it's all right. It's you do it because it's a Magic Kingdom experience.
Yeah.
It's not an incredible ride. I think it's probably aimed more at younger. I mean, it's Disney World, so like some of it's going to be aimed at younger children. But
oh, I love the carousel, don't I?
Yeah.
I love the carousel.
And I always think the carousel is really cool because I love that scene in Saving Mr. Banks with Tom Hanks playing Walt Disney, and how he talked about like the carousel being his favourite ride. So there's always like I feel like a sentimental thing with that because Walt Disney used to love. I can see the planes landing. That's really cool.
So cool.
He used to love the carousel, so I think it's almost like like a respect thing to go on the carousel. But yeah, I do like that. There's still some that you need to do. Seven Dwarfs, you haven't done. There are some that I feel like, because it's Magic Kingdom and it's always busy, you queue for a lifetime for things like Peter Pan's. And I think Peter Pan's, I remember the queue for Peter Pan's being really cool. I won't say anything because you hate spoilers, but the queue for Peter Pan's is cool, the way that you navigate to the ride. But the ride itself is like 45 seconds long. And you would queue for it for an hour. Like you have to be really almost protective of your time sometimes. I just think like there's some stuff where it's like we could live without it.
Okay, next question.
Hit me.
Hit me with your best shot. Come on. Best shot.
Yeah, alright. If you're gonna break into a full-on performance, maybe just give me a heads up. Because I will, just so I can be prepared.
Be my second person, innit? I love this one.
Okay.
I actually love this question.
Well, tell me what it is then.
Your favourite memories together at Walt Disney World?
Oh, wow.
That's, I love this one, but also...
That's so hard.
And we've got to each say, what would our, favourite memory be together?
There are so many. We have
to choose one.
the Topolino's evening is up there.
Yeah, that's in my head.
And then getting out into the car park where I think it was the Epcot fireworks were going off, and we just stood in the car park and had like a little moment together while the fireworks were going off.
That evening was just...
That was, yeah, it was perfect. There is also you meeting Mickey, because just seeing how much you enjoyed that, coming out of there and just I've never seen emotions overcome somebody so much. Just watching you just like bawl your eyes out immediately. And that was our last night in the park as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it was extra emotional anyway.
Yeah, but I also absolutely love the clip of you kind of almost skipping down the walkway to the Swan and Dolphin with Big Mickey, like, because
after Hollywood Studios,
the pure joy of someone who's just spent $50 on a giant Mickey Mouse, and she was off, just skipping down the road. She's got this Big Mickey. There's something about that clip where it's just like this carefree, like, I'm in Disney World, I have this giant Mickey Mouse, I can be my complete self. I'm so happy, like, and I just really like that. So I think I would really struggle to pick one.
Yeah, no, it's so tough. I mean, I've got like Topolino's, of course, but then also like I'll never forget you celebrating your 30th at Disney World last year, and like just going to the boardwalk and you just seeing you being in your like favourite place in the whole world. Yeah,
there was only one place I wanted to be to turn 30. It's tough because like obviously I wanted to spend my 30th with my family, and I was just like, I'm only going to turn 30 once. Like, I want the trip we go on that year to allow us to do that in Florida. And we went to a Gator game the night before.
So cool.
And then the day of my 30th was kind of a weird, like, it hit me harder than I thought it would. Like, I woke up that morning and was kind of like, wow, my 20s are gone. And there was this weird, I remember sitting out by the pool and I was just like a little bit like, I had to wrestle it a little bit, like to come to terms with it. I suppose that I was like now in my 30s. But yeah, we had an amazing day and I wouldn't have changed it for anything.
Next question.
That's a great question, by the way. Props to whoever sent that question in. That's an awesome question.
That was Maria that sent that question.
Thank you, Maria.
Big up Maria in the comments.
Don't say big up Maria in the comments. You are not Khaled. DJ Khaled.
I don't know why I just came out with that.
Big up Maria in the comments.
Okay. Next question. What resorts do you plan on visiting
All of them!
Every single resort ever.
Literally every single one.
Should we talk about our plans for one day? What we're going to do on one day on our trip?
Do you mean the resort tour?
The resort hopping day, where we're going to try and go to as many resorts as possible.
Yeah, we wanted to do it last year, didn't we?
We really wanted to do it last year.
So we are big resort people. I feel like we talk about it in all of our videos, so I apologise if you've heard it loads of times before. But we're not 12-hour-a-day Magic Kingdom park people.
No.
That's not the way we do it. Like, we'll still show you in our vlogs plenty of park time.
Yeah.
Like, and the time we spend in the parks. I think we did it once last year, and we actually had an amazing day because it was kind of spontaneous. We went out, and then because of where we stay, a lot of the time we have to figure out what time we're going to head back to the house, because we have to get back on I-4. So we don't want to be on I-4 between like 4 and 6 p.m. And if you've ever been on I-4 in those times, you'll know exactly what that's like.
It's hell. And
trying to come out of like Disney property onto I-4 you can get jammed up there for 30 minutes to an hour sometimes. So you have to be a little bit careful about that. But I think we got to like late afternoon and we were
I know exactly what happened this day.
Yeah,
it's the day you're talking about.
Yeah, go on. Where we just stayed out.
Yeah. So the story of what happened. Do you know?
No.
You're going to literally wee yourself. So if you haven't seen the vlog, just go and watch it because it's the funniest thing ever. We went to Magic Kingdom and I went to the toilet.
Oh, you ripped your shorts.
And I ripped a hole in my shorts. I literally wear my...
You ripped the butt out of your shorts, yeah.
And then I bought a new t-shirt because I was sweating so much in my grey t-shirt.
Yeah, you wore a whole new outfit.
So and then we went on a mission to go to Disney Springs, went on a massive shopping spree, didn't I?
Bought the Lululemon sliders you wanted.
Yeah, and then we were like, well, the I-4 problem, we're not going to drive home now because by the time we get home, we're going to have to come back. Yeah, so we went to Hollywood Studios and it was amazing. We watched Fantasmic as well. That was that night. That was that day. That was the day when we tried to get onto Mickey and Minnie's and it broke down. Then we watched Fantasmic and it was honestly, I'll never forget that day. It was so good. So spontaneous as well, like, because as you said, like, we don't really spend like hours and hours out in the parks.
Let's just stay out.
So we just stayed out and it actually was just such a good day.
We had a really good day. I think it's a lot of the time it can be really hot naturally, And I think you do, even if you do 4 or 5 hours, you can come out of there feeling sticky and hot and all the things that come with doing a Disney World trip in Florida. And we're just not big on being there from the moment it opens to the moment it closes. We just don't feel the need to. I like to go in, get my fix. My recommendation, if you aren't looking to do it for 12 hours a day, is to go mid to late morning, like 10 a.m. Get out at the peak of the sunshine, so 10 a.m. till 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Get out, head back to your resort, or we head back to the house, get in the pool, do whatever, and then go back out at 6, 7 o'clock for the evening.
For an evening.
That to me, if I had one day to spend, that would be how I would do it. I'd go and spend the morning, get a coffee or something at Disney Springs or in one of the parks.
Nice slow morning.
Yeah, slow morning. Then we said in the last video we did that one of the best things that I think you can do is get away from the chaos of the parks, particularly if you haven't got children and you're just a couple. Our next video is going to be about that anyway. But like, go to the resorts, get on a boat, go to the resorts. It's so calm, it's so quiet. We literally said in one of our vlogs when we were at Old Key West, it was like, there's nobody here. We're in Disney World at one of the resorts having an incredible time in the middle of the day, and there wasn't a soul anywhere. It was
like we were the only ones walking around that resort, and it's like that at most of the resorts, especially during the day, because everyone's at the parks. They're running around, you know, which is great, but we value that time just so much, just being able to just step out, go to a resort, grab some lunch at Olivia's, you know, just wherever, and it's just...
Well, I think, like we were saying in the car on the way up here, our lives are 100 mile an hour anyway. So when we go to Disney World, I just don't want to spend the entire 3 weeks at 100 mile an hour again. Some days you will, like when we go to a college football game, that is a busy day because it's a 2-hour drive to get there. Then you've got you probably spend 4 or 5 hours in total at the game itself, and a 2-hour drive back. It's a full day. You know, if you want to go down to the beach or to one of the islands, that's a 2-3 hour drive as well. So it's a long day, and we'll do a couple of longer days at the parks. But largely, we like to take our time with it. It is a vacation at the end of the day, and we don't have small children. We don't feel the need to go at 100 mile an hour, so we don't. And we go and enjoy the parks for as long as we feel we want to. Maybe catch a parade, go on a couple of rides, get a nice drink, just take in the ambiance.
The ambiance.
And then
love it.
That's why the resorts is one of the things that we love so much, because they're quiet. But to answer the question is all of them.
All of them. There's so many that we haven't been to yet, like the All-Star Resort, Pop Century we haven't been to.
That whole, because they're all together. So we want to do the Skyliner.
We want to try and do a day where we visit as many resorts as possible and go on all of the Disney free transportation as well. So the boats, Skyliner, buses.
There are 23 resorts total, and I think we've done most of them. That whole loop we haven't done yet. All-Star, Pop Century, Sports. All-Star Sports and All-Star Music, I think they are. We haven't been to those, and obviously some of them have like really cool themes, like
so cool,
like Cars Land,
great big characters,
big Woody sitting up against the building. I want to see all of that, so we are going to do that this
100%.
year. But yeah, resorts wise, Riviera, Wilderness Lodge, Polynesian, Grand Floridian, Contemporary, Old Key West, Port Orleans and Riverside, because every single one of them has something that's worth doing. Like Port Orleans, that walk along the riverside that we did was amazing.
Beautiful,
it's just such a glorious,
peaceful, and the beignets.
And you get on the boat to get there. It's like this whole other excursion that you can do completely free without paying a penny for any of it. And I will never understand why more people don't do it.
I just don't think people know about it. Like, honestly, the amount of messages I'm getting at the moment from people saying like, oh, look, I'm going to do this on my next trip. Like, what a great idea. I didn't even know like the boardwalk existed. Like, some people don't even know that the boardwalk is a thing.
Well, I just don't think it's that, like, they are resorts at the end of the day. But I don't think it's common knowledge that that you can just go to them. You can just go and wander around and use the only thing that you can't do as a non-resort guest is obviously go in the rooms and use the pool. That is it. You can even like sit in the areas outside of the pool gates where they have like the bars and get a cold drink. You can sit on the benches.
All the restaurants you can dine at.
I mean, you've got like the big swings at Yacht and Beach.
Oh yeah, Yacht and Beach. Yeah.
Where you can just sit by the lake. It's all completely free. Like, and if you just feel like you're like, oh, I really don't need the chaos of the parks today. Like, and honestly, if you want tips or advice on how to do all of that, how to access it, how to get to it, the do's and don'ts, all of that kind of stuff about like resort hopping. It's like this whole piece of Disney World that if you've not done, you are really missing out on. So if you want tips and stuff, message Hannah, ask us for a video. I will more than happily do a whole video about that.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, love this one. If we are staying off-site, what would be the best way to get to the parks? We don't know about this.
So off of Disney property.
Off of Disney property. So say like a villa, which is what we do.
Yeah.
How would you get there?
So either, it depends on your budget, depends how long you're going for, depends how much freedom you want.
Yeah.
You can Uber quite comfortably.
Yeah, you can always get an Uber.
Everywhere, yeah. If you were staying, I would say everywhere that you're going to stay to go on a Disney World trip is going to be within 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So it depends how many times, I would calculate how many times roughly you think you're going to head to and from the parks. It doesn't work for us to Uber because, like we said, we like to go back and forward. So like, we're not going to get
so much money.
Yeah, we're not going to get an Uber to the parks in the morning, back from the parks in the afternoon, to the resorts in the evening, back from the, like we'd spend a fortune.
Yeah.
And we really like the freedom of having a car and being able to go wherever we want. Like, because we like going to the shopping outlets and to Walmart.
Or to a game.
Or you know, we've driven down to Miami to go to games, and we've driven up to Gainesville for the college games, and we like having the option to do that. So for us, a car works out way better. But if you were all day park people, you could comfortably get away with it with Uber, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just get an Uber. You're there, obviously free Disney transport will get you around comfortably once you're on Disney property. You know, boats, buses, just.
Again, everything. I don't know that everyone knows that. Like, once you're on, like, if you're staying off-site in a house or a villa or whatever, and you get on, or you get an Uber to get to the parks or to the resorts or to Disney Springs or whatever, from there, all of it's free. So if you get the Uber to drop you at the Magic Kingdom, you can then also take the monorail from Magic Kingdom to Epcot, or you can take a Disney bus from Magic Kingdom to one of the resorts. So if you were going to Magic Kingdom for the day and then going for dinner at let's say Animal Kingdom Lodge, you can get a bus that will take you there, and all of that is free. The buses, the shuttles, that's the same thing. The monorails, the boats, the ferries, all of it
Skyliner,
is completely free.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a non-Disney related one, but it's still a very good question.
Okay.
Your favourite American takeaways that you can't get here in the UK. So I'm going to start off with this. Actually, no, it doesn't count now because we're flipping getting it tonight.
Wendy's. So there is, I want you to answer this question, but I will just say, because I always
get so excited about the takeaways.
Yeah, and I love the trips and talking about it so much anyway. They always feel like I'm talking too much, so I apologise if that ever is the case. It's not intentional,
diarrhea over it.
But it's just such. I have such passion for it. I love it so much.
Yes.
I've been doing it for like the last decade. I say to Han when we sit to record these videos, like, I cannot wait to talk about our trip or to talk about the resorts or just to talk about it. Yeah. But the meals and what am I trying to say? The takeaways here, they're all coming over to the UK.
Yeah.
You can get Popeyes in the UK now. You can get Chipotle in the UK now. You can get Wendy's. There's Taco Bell.
They are all coming over now.
They are, yeah.
You can no longer moan about it.
No. So they are all coming over here. The only thing we can't get is a raspberry slush.
Oh my gosh.
There are a few that you can't get here though. So go on, you answer this.
Number one, Checkers.
Oh yeah.
We absolutely love a Checkers, don't we? That's usually our go-to. Like, we land, we stock up the villa with all the essentials from Walmart, and then we get a Checkers. And that just, I feel like that just,
drink.
Oh, the drink. It's just like a massive, great big jug of soda.
And
it's so good.
My kryptonite downfall is fizzy drink. Like, I am a fizzy drink fiend. I can't help it. It's just.
You are.
I think I live off of
Fizzies.
Way more than I should on fizzy drinks. But like, if you said I could have a treat, it would be a great big fizzy drink. So that Popeyes bucket, that Checkers bucket of full fat Coke, whatever it is.
Literally, you have to hold it with two hands.
Yeah.
It's that big. It's so good.
Just make sure you're comfortable with putting on like 10 pounds on your trip, because the amount of sugar and stuff is
crazy.
We always say by the end of the trip that I'm so done with chicken tenders, fries and fizzy drinks.
I feel like definitely after 2 weeks
after
you're done.
2 weeks is enough.
Or even after a week, you're literally done. No, this is hard because
there's one that I'm thinking of that you need to think of that we love that you can't get here.
Oh, I'm scared now.
It's like with the bowl. It's a bowl, a bread bowl.
Panera.
There you go.
Panera.
I kind of had to guide you there.
Sorry, I completely forgot about Panera. Oh my gosh, Panera is so good.
And that sandwich.
That great big. So last year, I mean, I've always loved Panera, but last year we found this great big whammo. It was like a pepperoni pizza, but in a great big sandwich baguette.
Yeah.
No joke, it was like this long, wasn't it? It was so heavy.
It was so big.
It was like cheesy, pepperoni. It was literally like a pepperoni pizza in this gorgeous thing. And it was just, I can't even describe.
And there's one
smoky.
about 5 minutes from where we stay.
Yeah. And also from Panera, they do a bread bowl. It's like a great big bowl, like a bread bowl, and they take out all the bread inside and they load it up with broccoli and cheese macaroni.
It is
like macaroni cheese with broccoli in it,
phenomenal.
and it's so good. I actually can't.
That was your childhood thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
From your trips with family and stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to see my auntie in America.
Not to Disney World though.
No.
You haven't. You didn't do Florida until we met. There's still a couple we haven't tried as well.
There is. No, sorry, the other one. What's the other one? We always forget the name of this one. Chicken again, and
is
the
it
bread.
Zaxby's?
Zaxby's.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The chicken. It's like a plate where you get
the
Texas toast.
Oh my gosh, the Texas toast is so good.
I fell in love with Texas toast on our trip last year because we got it in that sports bar at Disney Springs.
Yes.
And it comes with the Zaxby's meal. So you get crinkle fries.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
The chicken from Zaxby's is tremendous.
It's like KFC, you know that gorgeous KFC chicken, but better.
Yeah.
I'd say it's better.
And the Texas toast.
Problem.
But there are a couple that we haven't tried yet. One of them is it Culver's?
Yeah, that meat. I was literally just going to say that.
Culver's is one. Arby's.
Arby's, yeah.
Arby's is another.
Okay, next question. I'm booking for next year, but unsure what airline to go with. Help.
Virgin.
Have you only ever gone with Virgin?
No, I've flown with British Airways.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
See, I've only ever done Virgin.
And Norwegian. I don't think Norwegian's a thing anymore. Isn't it
no,
that Norse
they've got that new one, Norse Air.
Yeah. So Norwegian, I mean, I think this will be my 10th adult trip.
Oh, did you?
I think.
Really?
So I went twice when I was a kid, and then as soon as I was old enough to spend my own money on a Florida trip, I did, and I've been every year since with friends. And then when me and Han met, we started going together, and I introduced you to it, and the rest was history. I still can't believe you were sitting on the plane the first time you went without knowing a single thing about the acres and acres and acres of Disney World. Like, I cannot fathom what your brain was thinking to expect.
You were so stressed as well and held it together so well. Like, he was so stressed. Like, you didn't tell me till after the trip. You were like, I was actually freaking out thinking, what if she doesn't like it?
Yeah.
Won't you?
Yeah, because it's my happy place. It
Yeah,
is,
I know.
and like, whether you liked it or not, I would have been going for the rest of my life. So it's almost like, well, if you don't like it, unfortunately, you're going to have to lump it.
That was kind of crazy.
So since we've been together, we've only gone with Virgin.
Yeah.
But I think that is because I have whittled it down over time to be like, let's just go with Virgin.
Yeah.
I think they take the best care of you. I think they're really good with your allergy.
So good with my allergy.
Really good with your allergy.
Really
so
good.
we always make sure that we raise it, and because your allergy is airborne, you know, we have to be really kind of like, this is quite serious, and they take it very seriously.
Yeah, they always
do a
like
really good
call
job.
like the crew. They're really, really good.
And if you're stressed about your allergy, which you are sometimes,
Yeah,
and
especially flying.
and you feel stressed about it or anxious about it, tell them that, because they will do everything they can to put you at ease, which
That's
might
so good.
mean they've done, on a busy flight, they moved us right to the back to a two-seater so that we were out of the way.
Yeah, right next didn't have someone like else in our row.
So they've done that before.
They always give me like wipes and wipe down like all like my seat and everything.
The
They come
announcement.
around with like the menu, like the allergen menu.
Yeah.
They just go through all the ingredients. That announce it. They are really, really good.
Really, really good. So the three, as someone in the UK, it might be different in other parts of the country, but I'm pretty sure it's mostly the same. Your three main options are going to be that Norse Air, British Airways, and Virgin. Now, British Airways may occasionally come out slightly cheaper than Virgin. I would pay the extra money to go with Virgin. And it's not going to be a lot. Like, if you are on it with checking Google Flights, checking Skyscanner, all of that stuff, you will eventually be able to find a Virgin flight within 50 quid of the price of flying with British Airways. Norse Air is cheaper, but you're going to be in a smaller plane. You still have to pay for your luggage on top. And I don't know how it works now, so I can't comment on it. But when I flew with Norwegian, I had a great plane on the way there, and I was flying solo. So I was on one of those new Dreamliners that even like the air they pump into the flight is like to help you with things like jet lag.
Really?
And it was really fancy. Yeah, like I had more legroom than I've ever had on a flight before on the way there. But it's pure luck, I think, because what Norwegian used to do was like really overbook, so then they had to pull in third-party planes to cover their flights.
Oh.
So my flight there was on like a massive Dreamliner, and my flight home was on a plane that they'd nabbed from like Air Madrid or something, some small Spanish airline, and it was a 9-hour flight flying solo with no Wi-Fi and no TV screen. So I got on a plane solo by myself. I was sat between a pregnant lady and an old man who was not a very confident flyer, with nothing downloaded to my laptop and no screen.
Oh God. Sounds like hell.
Longest 9 hours of my life. So my recommendation would be Virgin. I think they are the most in tune with Disney World. I think the whole thing flows the best with Virgin, and I just think you get more of that kind of like magical vibe.
But we've just got, I feel like we just couldn't fly with anyone else out because we've got this attachment with them. Like the whole pre-screen safety thing that they do on the the screen.
It feels part of the experience, I think.
Yeah.
So everyone's will be different. I'm sure loads of people have had a great experience with British Airways, but we would, if you were asking us and someone asked us, we would say go with Virgin. But just check Google Flights, because there will be people who are on the same plane as us that have paid like £300 plus more to fly than we did. It just the prices ebb and flow all the time. So just keep on it, keep checking, check on different days of the week, all sorts of stuff like that, and you will find the prices adjust.
Okay, next question. What's the first thing you're doing this year when you land? I'm very excited for this question. Ooh. What's the first thing? One thing? First. Is that one thing?
It can be like an experience. So are we talking like, obviously it's not getting off the plane, because then you've got the whole like walking through the airport.
No, I think it's got to be once we're in the car.
There. Yeah, once we're through the whole airport experience. In the car, because I always say to you that I'm always not stressed, but just a little, I can't relax completely until we've got the car's paid for, and we drive out of the rental car place. And then we're like, we're here. That moment when the barrier goes up and you drive out of the rental place is always the moment for me when I'm like, we are now completely free to do whatever we want for the entirety of our trip. That moment, it always hits me in that moment. You drive out and you're in Orlando. You always look at me as well and go, I'm like, here we go. It starts now. Here we go.
Okay, so from that point, mine has got to be going to racetrack and getting a Fanta Blue Raspberry Slush and possibly a slice of pizza.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really argue with that. I think the Blue Raspberry Slush has become. We did a video about our must-dos. Yeah. The Blue Raspberry Slush.
It sounds so stupid.
And don't worry, because if you're staying on Disney property, you can get it too. Yeah. You just have to pay like 5 times the price.
At least 5 times the price.
You can get it from the stalls in the parks. I think it's Fanta.
So it's called Fanta Blue Raspberry Slush. And they definitely do it in Hollywood Studios, because we got it there once and it was literally in this tiny little cup. Yeah. And I swear it was literally like $6.
So fresh. You can get it at Universal as well, because we got one there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And also I had one, do you remember, at Epcot for the fireworks show?
Yes, oh my gosh, yes.
So you can get it in the parks.
You can get it in every single park.
But you get one in the parks, it's like this, and it will cost you, what, $5?
At least.
Whereas at racetrack, or at one of the petrol stations, it's like this.
So you can get like the small is like that size, and then you can get like medium large, it just gets bigger and bigger. Yeah. And like that size is like $1.
$1.70.
$1 like, yeah, $1.19 I think it is, something like that. Yeah. And it is so refreshing, and
you go in and
you pull it down. There's all different ones, but that's our favourite, and we haven't found it here in the UK, and the taste of that is just like Florida.
And I think because we're on the way to the house, we can pull off the highway, grab one of those, then you get back in the car, you've got your cases in the back, we've just landed, like that is our happy place. Yeah. It sounds so simple, but I think that's what we would do. I think if you were talking like at the parks, like what would be the first thing you would do at the parks? For me this year, I want to just wander the whole new entrance to Epcot. With the seat with Walt, where you can take a picture with Walt. No, and you haven't experienced Epcot without the walls up.
No.
Because the walls have been up for like 5 years.
Wow. It's going to feel so much bigger for me.
It will, yeah, because you've obviously been, if you've been in the last 3-4 years, you've been guided from the big Epcot ball into the actual park itself, all around those walls, like with communicore and big shop and all that sort of stuff. Like the walls have been up.
So exciting.
So it's going to feel massive. And you've got like the Moana's bit that we haven't seen yet, and all the bit with the new Walt Disney statue and all of that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
I'm really excited about that.
Right, have we got one more? One more. Time for one more. Thank you so much for sending questions in, by the way.
Yeah.
And being so kind to Han with all of your questions and stuff, because she is absolutely adoring every message she gets from every single one of you. Every comment she gets, like she's
look at this, look at this.
She's sending me screenshots, like you know, if I'm working, I'm getting these screenshots. Like, look at this comment. Look what this lovely person just sent to me. Look at this message I just got. This person said that she was really grateful for something that I said, and she's absolutely loving it. So it's really nice. It's nice to see you enjoying it.
Yeah. Okay, last question. Now this is a really tough one. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to say, to be honest. What's a new thing that you haven't tried yet that you're most excited for on this trip?
Well, I just kind of answered that with the but we'll find something else. So like the new area at Epcot is definitely really up there for me. I really want to see that.
I've got mine.
Go on.
Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Okay. And is that from a pure excitement, or like you don't know what to expect?
No, that's excitement.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna love it. Like we obviously have read some not so great things about the ride.
Yeah.
But I just love Princess and the Frog, and I love Splash Mountains. I feel like, how am I not going to love it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's not like I have really, really high expectations of it, but I just feel like I'm just going to love like the music, I'm just going to love the whole vibe. I'm just going to be excited to kind of ride what was Splash Mountain in some form again.
Yeah.
That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to be the same, and I'm okay with that, but I'm excited for just what it's going to be.
Was it closed when we went last year?
Yeah.
It was shut.
It was shut. So it was shut on our trip last year, and it was all like, scaffolding, everything.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and obviously we've said before that Splash Mountain was one of our absolute favourites. So I think just it being shut was a bit sad.
Yeah.
And obviously that would now mean that we haven't done it for 2 years. Like, well, what it was, the ride that it was.
2 years.
2 years. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know that there's anything new that I'm more excited about than like, because you know, you guys, you're getting to know us at this point. We're big on like the more casual stuff. It's like the nice settings and like walking around. If the Polynesian was finished, that would probably be top of my list, because I really, really like the resorts. And the Poly is one of the ones that I love. I love the smell in the lobby. I love that smooth, stony floor you have in there, walking around, and the big statue in the middle, and you've got the little flame torches out the front.
The bamboo tree, can't wait to grab that.
It's absolutely fantastic. A little Dole Whip. Like, if that was finished, that would be on my list. I'm looking forward to going to the Grand, because we didn't go there last year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. There's so many things.
Yeah, for sure. But keep the questions coming, because we can answer them in vlogs.
Yeah.
We are obviously staying in a hotel the night before we fly, so we will have 2 travel days. There'll be our pre-travel day and our travel day.
Yeah.
And then the entirety of our 3-week, 1-day trip starting at the end of September. Anything else to add?
I don't feel I've got anything else to add.
All right. Well, thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Well, we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, absolutely.